Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I like the name. I like the
Lunar Lounge. Yeah,
the name was.
Thank you.
I heard the name. I said, "Wow, that's cool."
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's okay.
Welcome
So
to
people
the
are.
Lunar Lounge.
I'm seeing people here already.
Good.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
Just getting set.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
Good evening, ladies and gents, guests from all over the world, wherever you are at. I told you that this day was coming. It's all been announced. I see all you guys all coming in. I see you there, Oleta, Geraldine, Cloud Purple. How you doing, Vanessa? I know Corey's there with you, so I don't need to ask.
Vanessa, Corey. Yep.
Shout out to Lexi. Shout out to Coco Brown, Sister Aura, Ariel. Okay. Ogumberu. Okay, what a name. Okay, welcome to the show. Amy's in the building. Angela Love's in the building. So many names to mention. I'm sure it's going to get crowded. I must say, I'm also live on Facebook also as well. I'm going to have to get a second screen for that. Just so that I can monitor my stuff on the Facebook. But I can see that, I'm live. It is live. It's showing that it's live. So for those of you on Facebook as well, you can bring your comments. Welcome to the show, Christian. How you doing? We're in the building. You know who it is. This gentleman needs no introduction at all. At all. I've given you the rundown. Okay. He's been doing astro-numerology, numerology, astrology. He's been doing it for 45 years, over 45 years. Some of you in here ain't even 45 years old. I want you to take that in perspective. And for those of you who are, 45 and above, you were in your, listen, I know I was down in my nappies when this brother was doing numerology, And the thing is he doesn't look a day over 45. This is I'm trying to see. I was like, this brother's like, he's been doing it 45 years. He looks 45 years. So but that's what happens when you live good and you're about the work. Shout outs to Mary, Faye. I see all you. See it right there. Patricia's in the building. Jacqueline Witter. Oh my God. Good evening. Oh, welcome to the show. We're live on Instagram. Christelle, I see you. Geraldine, good evening. How you doing? Oh, look at who's here. La Cushy Dolls is here. Pretty. Oh my God, you made it. Oh, we're gonna have an evening today. Tiffany from Memphis, Tennessee. How you doing? Well, we've got a visitor from your part of not your part of town, but your part of the world. Listen, without further ado, people. I want to announce Mr. Lloyd Strayhorn. You can see him there on your screens. He's going to be doing a workshop over here in the UK on the 23rd. All those details I will be sharing with you later on. It's a little bit like, secret. It's, after you sign up, then you get the address. But I'm going to be giving you the link, which is necessary. So you guys, I'm also going to put it on the screen as well. So you guys can copy the link if you want to sign up. By the way, it's a hybrid event. So no matter where you are in the world, you can purchase your ticket and you can log on and you can get to watch him live doing his workshop on astro-numerology. My brother, welcome. Thank you. It's a
it
great
seems
honor
like
to
we
have
know
you
each
here.
other. It seems as if we know each other, and in a sense, we do.
Exactly.
You
We're going to be doing some live. Well, I said we're going to be doing some live. Brother Lloyd is going to be doing some live demonstrations. Yeah, I mean, yeah, when it's time, send up your date of birth, and we'll pick some out of the crowd. But we'll show that we've got something for everybody. So no worries there. So we're going to be going into some numerology and the power of numerology. But listen, it's not my. We got the brother here. So first and foremost, Lloyd, can I ask you what was your introduction to astro-numerology? I mean, what was like, because for many of us, I mean, and I'm sure many of us here could also understand, we may have come from maybe Judeo-Christian backgrounds or certain religious backgrounds for many of us, not all, but I tend to find most people tend to find, come from a religious home, and sometimes from certain religious perspective, these kind of things can be frowned upon or looked upon as though you shouldn't be doing that, or you're dabbling with the devil, or you know that. So what was your background? What was your introduction to astro-numerology, please?
Well, born here in America, I grew up in a Baptist household. Okay.
Wow.
And so very much like most religions, anything relating to the esoteric study of the stars and the numbers, that was like heresy. Okay.
Right.
But mine started as a result of my shyness in school. Shy coming up, learning, shy talking to the girls and whatnot. And seemed like some guys were always smoother talking to the ladies. And what I did was I found that once I came across this thing of astrology, I found out I was an Aquarius. So I read everything I could get my hands on about my sign, what made me unique, what my challenges were. And then later on, I evolved and said, I really enjoyed this, but I found out everybody wants to know about this sign. And then that led to the introduction to numerology up the road.
Right.
And then what I did is I merged the two. So I put astrology and numerology together. So sometimes I'll pose the question, like the chicken and the egg, which came first?
First, right.
People think that astrology came first. No, numerology came first because of the fact that if you go to an astrologer, you must give them numerical data. You must give them the day you're born, the month you're born, the year you're born, the time you're born, and the location, which is equivalent now to a GPS, if people can understand that concept.
Right.
Okay. So once I started that, I merged it, and it's been a lifelong journey. And I was not the best math student in the classroom, believe it or not. So if somebody says, Lloyd, you'll make a living, you'll write books, you'll do this, that, and the other, studying numbers, I would have said, yeah, right. But that's not happened. And it's interesting because before we came on, you had talked about that you teach numerology. As a result, you study astrology yourself. So what was that background you were telling me again?
Yeah. Yeah, I started off with astrology first.
Yes.
I mean, I started off with but I knew about numerology. I knew about the numbers, but not so much in depth. And like I said, I was reading and doing my own little studies. But it's when I came across your stuff. You're the one who actually got me to start teaching numerology, even though I had enough knowledge to kind of, find my way around. But it was when I did your course, I was like, wow, okay. Now this is it. I'm gonna get this out to the people. So I mean, I myself as well grew up in a Judeo-Christian background.
Yeah.
So I was brought and. But to be quite honest, I had a little bit of mixed messages because I do recall my mother and father at certain times of my life going to readers, maybe going to mediums and going to tarot card readers and stuff like that. And I was very young at the time. I didn't quite know what was happening. But I do remember like visiting a few readers at time, where my mom and dad would go and ask, what's happening with this child? He's a problem child. What are we going to do? Is he going to be okay? That kind of thing. So, yeah.
You must have been something else too.
Yeah, exactly. So it is what it is. So, so did you come? So you got into the astrology first, not so much the numbers.
Well, like you, I had not heard of numerology.
Right.
It was foreign to me. But most people here in this country, practically every newspaper, with the exception of the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal, carries a horoscope. So
Right,
although there was a
exactly.
lot of like quietness and like that's the works of the devil, every newspaper was publishing a horoscope column.
Exactly.
And so
Exactly.
that's when I says, okay, I'm an Aquarius. And so I started reading about me and this, that, and the other. And then I found out that everybody wants to know about themselves, whether they are a Leo or an Aries or a
Right,
this, that, and
exactly.
the other.
Yeah.
And that's what gave me insight. But then I began to merge astrology and wed it to the numerology.
Numerology.
So you astrologically, you'll say, well, you are a Libra. Numerically, you're a number 6. So what I did is I would say, well, you know, in your case, Israel, you are a Leo, a Libra 6 person, which
Right.
means I'm merging your sign and your number together.
Number together, right?
Yeah.
Got you.
And then once I understood each sign rules an element, each number rules an element, I would say, therefore, you are an air sign with an earth number.
Right.
And then I would go on to explain it. And that's what led to this journey. So I become actually a astronumerologist, which I popularized here in this country.
Wow. Wow. That is amazing. And were many people in your community, and were many people doing it, or were they? Oh, I mean, there was nobody. You was
No, there was astrology at the time,
right. Okay.
but very little numerology.
Right.
But when
Okay.
I came on the scene, which was in the early '80s, once I started in radio
Right.
and being invited on TV shows, then people begin to catch on. So nowadays, a lot of people are what they call astronumerologists, which means they're merging both, because both these are ancient African sciences anyway.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
You
Right.
know?
Exactly. So, what can for somebody who's perhaps maybe just new to this kind of world, because there's always going to be new people, as they say. The saying is, you know, when the student's ready, the teacher will appear. And
Mhm.
some people are just coming in; they're newbies. Some people they know a little bit about it. But for people who are just walking through the door and they're hearing about this stuff, what would you say? In the most simplest way, you can let them know what is the basis, what is the foundation of what astronumerology is, and how can it help them in life?
Well, I would explain it in the simplest terms that
Yeah.
astrology is simply the metaphysical study of the stars and the planets that rule them.
Yes.
Then I would say also, as it relates to numerology, is the metaphysical study of numbers. Now,
Right.
people have numbers in all kind of ways. So if you go to a doctor, they'll look at your numbers, whether your blood pressure is normal, cholesterol is normal.
Right.
You go to an accountant, he will tell you whether you're going to get some money back or whether you owe money. And I like to jokingly say, well, I spoke to a lot of guys. I said, suppose you met the most beautiful woman on the planet,
Right.
and you wanted to know her number. She just said, call any number. You be calling until the cows come home.
Exactly.
You get the right numbers in the right order, you get the right person you're looking for.
Exactly.
So, but we can't do anything. Imagine a world without numbers.
Numbers.
Right. You
Right.
can't.
Yeah.
How are you gonna find out where you live? How are you
Right.
gonna watch cricket or soccer?
Right.
You know, especially
Exactly.
for those that's in the sports.
Yes.
There is nothing you can do without numbers. Numbers are so inundated here in this country. I don't know about there. Here
Yeah.
it says don't give out your social security number.
Oh
Don't give
yeah,
out
same
your
over here.
number.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So numbers are, but once they understand the more esoteric and metaphysical side of numbers,
Right. Exactly.
it guides you to know about, well, most people have said, well, he was in the wrong or she was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Well,
Right.
my study allows a person to be in the right place at the right
At the
time,
right time.
in harmony
Right.
with the universe.
Right, exactly. So numerology, it allows us really to be in tune with who we truly are and align ourselves with the universal cause. People, you are hearing this. We're going to be taking a few birth dates just in a while. Don't be too hasty. I know. But don't worry, we're going to be taking a few date of births. We're going to be doing some live. Brother Lloyd is going to be taking you through, and we'll probably maybe just have a talk about the different parts of the numerology as well. So with numerology, people take their date of birth, the month, and the year, and the objective is to add it up until they get to a single digit.
Yes.
Correct?
Well, may I give an example? This is an example here. This is you.
Right. Right. This is
October
me.
the 6th of 1971.
That's right.
Now, there are certain schools that says this is the way you add.
Right.
So, but this is the proper way to do it, especially if you're looking for the master numbers 11 and or 22.
Right.
So what I did, now in your country, you would put your date of birth at the top and your month underneath. So it would be
Right.
6/10/1971.
That's
Here
correct.
in the West, we saw with the month first and then the date.
Right.
So regardless, whether I switch the top two numbers around, it adds up to 1987, which adds up to 25, and 2 plus 5 is 7.
7. Right.
Now, the term you and I know is destiny, life path,
path
birth
number.
path
Right.
number. There's all interchangeable.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
what I've learned how is that if people not, when you're in a certain field, there's a certain jargon or language, like working in a bank or
Right.
engineer. There's a certain language you have. So I try to keep it simple. And I says
Yes.
the month, the day, and the year you're born symbolically says you're in the 7th grade in the school of life, because that's what we're here to learn.
Right. Okay.
People can tend to wrap their head around that concept a little bit more easier. That
Right.
why you're here, what you're here to learn. So
Right.
people in the 7th grade are normally seekers of wisdom, knowledge,
Right.
and understanding,
Yeah.
spirituality. They go down the rabbit hole of life. They are
Okay.
deep
Definitely.
researchers. They never run out of questions.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely me.
Every person brings to this life form their own mission, their own grade that they're in. But
Right.
sometimes we're so busy trying to follow somebody else that we're not
Exactly.
following our own
Oh,
path, which is
That's
most
true.
important, because you can't change that. But
Yeah.
here's the distinction: numerology and astrology are kissing cousins. The distinction of numerology is versus astrology.
Right.
Numerology also takes into consideration your name. So when you look
Right.
at the birthday, it's like I call it like the pupil, what you're here to learn.
Right.
But your name tells me what you know. So
Right.
and so there are two schools of thought that's popular here in the West, which is the Pythagorean theory, that's from 1 to 9,
Right.
and the Chaldean system, which is 1 to 8. Okay.
Right.
So when I did so here's what your name looks like under the Pythagorean system.
Right. Yeah.
In the
Oh, yes.
Chaldean
Yeah.
system. This is a Chaldean system.
Yes.
Okay, so it adds up to 15. It's so interesting. You're born on the 6th. Normally, the first name normally indicates the zodiac signs or date of birth to one of the parents.
Right.
So since the name Israel adds a 15, 1 plus 5 is 6, it tells me there's a higher than average probability that one of your parents or whoever named you is either a Taurus or Libra, or
Right.
born on the 3rd or the 6th, the 12th or the 15th, the 21st, the 30th, or the 24th or the 30th of the month. See what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah. You're absolutely correct. Mom's
What?
born on the 30th.
Who?
My mom.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Now, this
So, yeah.
on the reverse side is the Pythagorean system.
Right.
See?
Right.
Here it adds up to 28, because 2 plus 8 is 10, which is a 1, 7. So this name brings an 8, which it brings a total of 8, which brings executives and things of that nature. Since
Right.
I'm looking at the first name, it indicates
Yeah.
that over and above your mom, there could have been also in your family a Leo or
Right.
Aries or an
Yeah.
Aquarius, or
Yeah.
a person born on the 1st, 4th, 10th, 13th, or whatever the case is like that.
Right.
But here under the original system that I like to use, it adds up
Yeah.
to a 5, which is a communicator.
Right. Exactly.
You
Exactly.
know?
Yeah.
So, and it indicates you would be multifaceted, a lot of variety. You work well under change and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I notice you have more ones than any other number, which tells me you don't take orders well.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely me.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
That's definitely me. Yeah, no, that's wonderful.
Absolutely fascinating how this ancient
wow.
art works. So
Yeah.
people think we know them, but as you and I know, we've mastered the study of the numbers. It gives the appearance that, like, wow, they know me.
Yeah, exactly.
And
exactly.
we are simply interpreters of the stars and the numbers in the heavens.
Right. Exactly.
That is our gift, to learn how to interpret what we see in an esoteric way.
Wow. Listen, people, you're hearing it live right here with Lloyd Strayhorn, the top astro-numerologist on planet Earth. He's done people. I'm telling you, man, he's done Oprah Winfrey, Denzel Washington. Listen, and he's going to be giving a workshop here on the 23rd It doesn't matter where you are in the world. It's going to be a hybrid. I'm going to be posting that link in order to where you can purchase your tickets, and and the address if you're looking to come down there physically in London. All of that is going to be there, so I'm going to be posting that. We're going to be taking a few of your numbers as well, so we're going to be doing some demonstrations. Lloyd, does it matter? Because I've heard some schools of thought say also as well, like the day in which you're born, that means something, but also the month as well. And I've also seen systems where they use, they take like the last 2 digits of the year you were born, or the last digit of the year you were born. And there's certain ways I've heard certain sort of, again, schools of thought where they say if you take the first digit of your date of birth and the last digit of the year of birth and add them, it also produces something. Or what can you tell us about that? Is there any?
The numerology is incredibly simple, yet it can be incredibly complex. So when I took the month and day you were born, just the month represents your formative years. So it tells me you were out on your own, probably between your 19th and 22nd birthday. It tells me you were always headstrong. As a youngster, you might have thought about going into law, medicine, or science. Then when I look at your middle number, which would represent your what is called your productive cycle. Now that you come of age and you're looking at yourself, you might have thought about going into the world of the arts, music, painting, dance, theater, design, acting, things of that nature. That's the 6. But on the business side of the 6, it tells me also, again, suggesting law, working for the government, or being of service of some kind. Okay. The year you're born, which is 1971, tells me that adds up to 18, which denotes the power of mediumship, the ability to go in and out of the visible and invisible world. It also indicates a world traveler, universal, global, international, inspirational, bringing out the best in people that they can be the best version of themselves. And all of this, and see your numbers progress up with your first number, which is a 1, then your second number is a 6, and then the last number is a 9. So your numbers are progressing upwards. So as the numbers progress, there's so much of this. And then there's the pinnacles. Then there's the
There's numbers upon numbers upon numbers. And with you, because you're the person who I learned about, again, like your destiny number, and then the expression number, and your personality number. From you, I learned all those different levels, which I find really fascinating. And sometimes I do find people use words for one and may use another word for the same one from another system, because you find because for like you correctly put, you've put Pythagorean, there's Chaldean, there's also like a Vedic system as well. There's the Chinese, the Lo Shu system also as well. So these different systems, but I see them as different paths all leading to one place. They all tell you about each other, but they're just different methods in terms of how you utilize them. So what's your take on the various systems? Do you?
Well, there are various systems, various schools. There's a Japanese system, there's an African system, there's a Hebraic system, and so no matter what part of the world you come from, there seems to be systems. But in my part of the world, in your part of the world, the predominant energies or systems are the Pythagorean and the Chaldean. Now the Chaldean is older. Now let me see. People say, "Okay, Lloyd, what's the distinction?" Simple. The Pythagorean school of thought says you take the name you were given at birth. So a lot of times, on average, we'll have 3 names. Some will have 4 names, all depending on the culture that you're in. Okay. So then I like the Chaldean system because it says you take the name you're most known by. So if you look at your birth certificate, it may have not been Israel Jose. You see what I'm saying? As you came into your own individuality, this is what you refer to call yourself. That's why I like the Chaldean system, because you take the name you're known by.
I get you.
Projecting, but with the Chaldean, the Pythagorean says, well, in order for me to do this properly, I need to know the exact spelling of your name on the birth certificate. That don't like their name. So when I first came into radio, my program director, he never used his first name. Whatever it was so embarrassing. He only used his middle name. So it was Mark Riley. That's what we all knew him.
Right.
So what do you do when you're trying to explain to him? Well, listen, the Pythagorean school says you got to take the name, and he says I ain't giving up no information about that. So
Right,
that
right.
comes the Chaldean system. So I
I
take the
get
name
you.
you mostly use. That's where the difference is. Pythagorean, the name you were given at birth. Now,
Birth, right.
or you just had a child today or yesterday or whatever the case is. That's one thing.
Yeah,
But we all evolve, just as
right.
we were
Exactly.
infants and whatnot. Then we evolve into our manhood, our womanhood,
Right,
and whatnot. And then we take on a different persona, our
right.
personality. We decide how we wish to be addressed or called or whatever the case is. The
Right.
most changeable name is in a woman for
Right.
marital reasons.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that. So
Yeah,
you got right there.
yeah. So that's why they will say, well, after you marry, you change, because they
Right.
did. They changed the frequency and the
Frequency,
name.
exactly.
You
Exactly.
know,
Yeah.
there's the culture that when the person is near death, they will actually change the name to change the frequency in hopes of extending the life of the individual.
Right. And I mean, I've got Amy here. She's asking, how about hyphenated last names? Is the hyphen counted
As
in
long
some
as that
way?
used, yes. So she
Right.
could be Amy Jones Brown or whatever the case
Okay.
is.
Right.
So I
Right.
just take the name. The key is to take the name you're most used by. That's why I do about 90% or more of mine is strictly Chaldean, because I'm
Right.
dealing with
Yeah.
the person in
Yeah.
front of me. We're dealing with adults. And by the time we reach adulthood, we know exactly how we wish to be
Exactly.
addressed.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
You know?
So what about like so for example, I mean, I'm of Nigerian heritage, and it's very common, and it's not just in Nigeria, but all over Africa. It's very common. For example, when a child is born, it's very, very common for a Nigerian child to have 3, 4, 5 names, right?
Yes.
Because the child will be born, and the grandmother will name a name, and the great auntie, and then the mother and father, and then
But see, that's
maybe
ancestral.
right,
See,
right,
that's
exactly,
ancestral. See,
yeah,
that's what that's about.
yeah. So,
So
if we're doing a numerology of somebody who's got like, let's say, like 4 or 5 names, would you advise to have a look at all of them, or even though they may not be called that on a day-to-day basis?
right. Well,
Yeah,
see, this is what I'm saying. If a person was just born yesterday, and by the way,
right.
my Nigerian name is Ayodele. Okay.
Oh, my man. Gotta say that Denzel Washington style, my man. Oh, wow.
Now you see
Wonderful,
why we gonna
wonderful.
hook up. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
wait,
saying?
no, listen, man. We're gonna kick it. We're gonna kick it. I can't wait.
But what it is you take the name that the person original again. If you just brought a newborn before you, yes, you
Right,
take all those names into consideration.
right, yeah,
But as that child evolves and they reach
yes,
that second phase into the teens and into the young adulthood with 21,
yes,
because every 7 years there's a change, okay?
right,
And so
yeah,
by the time they reach that between that 21, actually between probably mid-teens, but by 21 through 28, they know exactly what name. I don't care if they got 10 names on their birth certificate.
right,
This is the name I'm known by. And normally it deals with the first and last name.
right,
So with you born Nigerian, you
yeah.
know that you probably came from a line of names. Now,
Oh, yeah, definitely. I've got
in
about 5 of them.
yeah, in the Hispanic culture here,
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
right.
They'll take on their grandmothers, their father's name,
Father,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
yeah.
But then they might just say Jose Padilla,
I get
when
you.
they
I
become
get you.
adults.
Right, right,
So
right.
again, this is why I deal with the Pythagorean system to keep it simple. Thus, their philosophy is you take the name you're most known by.
Right, I get you. Makes perfect sense. Makes
Yeah,
perfect sense.
yeah.
Wow. Olena's asking the questions here. She's asking, how do numbers correlate with planets, signs, and houses? So, like in astrology, is there a way which I know with the planets it correlates because with the different numbers they correlate with particular planetary archetypes and frequencies, and perhaps also zodiac signs as well, as the planets rule the zodiac signs. Is there a way we can bring things, because in astrology they have obviously houses and aspects and stuff? Is there a way that numerology could also be married to maybe like the houses, or would we keep that one separate?
I'll put it like this: they are
Yeah.
inseparable, actually. Okay.
Right. Okay.
And
Yeah.
so what happens is I find that my better students have been those who have a background in astrology, who understand. And I tell people, if you know the nature of the planet, you know the
Right.
nature of the sign and the number. So
Exactly.
I'll go with all the numbers from 1 to 9 plus the master numbers, if you don't mind.
Right. Yeah.
So the number 1 is governed by the planet of the sun.
Right.
It governs the sign of Leo and in a minor way, Aquarius.
Right.
The number 2 is governed by the moon, which is a sign of Cancer. Okay.
Right.
Then the number 3 is governed by the planet Jupiter, which governs Sagittarius and Pisces. Now, Pisces used to be ruled by Jupiter. Then they
Right.
switched it and made it Neptune. Okay?
Neptune. Right.
Then you got the number 4, which is actually a sun number, but they really changed it to Uranus. But the number 4 is governed the sign of Aquarius. All right.
Right. Okay.
Then you have the number 5, which is assigned to Mercury, the mental planet. Okay,
Right.
that governs Gemini and Virgo, respectively.
Right.
Then you have the number 6 that is assigned to the planet Venus. In fact, there's a Jupiter-Venus conjunction in the heavens right now where we
That's
are.
right. That's correct. That's correct.
And, so the 6 rules Taurus and Libra, respectively, which is your
Yes.
sign. So it's very important for
Yeah.
you right
Yeah.
now. Okay. Then the number 7 is governed by the moon, although it has now been assigned to Neptune, but
Right.
that governs the sign of Cancer. All right.
Right. Yeah.
Then the number 8, which is governed by the planet Saturn, which governs Capricorn, and
Right.
the original ruler of Saturn was also
Saturn.
Aquarius, my sign. Okay.
Yeah.
But now they reassigned from Capricorn to Aquarius to Uranus, which
Uranus.
is
Right.
4
I
and
get it. Yeah.
and then finally, the number 9 that is assigned to the planet Mars, which is dealing with Aries, and then actually Scorpio, which they reassign now to the planet Pluto.
Right.
So
Yeah.
these
Right.
additional planets have been added on. So Pluto, Uranus, Neptune, things
Yeah.
of that nature. Then when you go with the master number 11, that governs the sign of Leo, which is the sun.
Right. Right.
And if
right.
you govern the
I get
master number 22, that governs the zodiac sign of Aquarius, which is also a sun number.
Sounds right.
Now,
I get it.
the beauty about Aquarius and Leo is they're both sun numbers, except the number 1 or Leo rules the summer side of the sun.
Right.
The number
Okay.
4 rules the winter side.
The winter side. Okay. 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 I hear you. I hear you. Gotcha.
So
gotcha.
the more a person knows this, and then each number rules an element. That's why I was able
Right.
to say you are an air sign with an earth number, because 6 is a earth. So air means very much into the head, but yet because of your earth number, you know how to keep it real at the end of the day. No matter
Right.
how good the party is, you're gonna keep your head on the ground. You're
On
gonna
the
keep
ground. Right.
see what I'm
Oh,
saying, keep it
wonderful.
real. Mhm.
Beautifully explained. Thank you so much. People, you are hearing the master astro-numerologist in town. Well, he's going to be in town. He's going to be in London town on the 23rd. He's going to be giving a workshop. I'm going to be posting the link here in the chat, also for you guys on the Instagram, also on the Facebook as well. I'll also be putting it on the screen so you'll be able to copy it as well. So, you know, there's going to be no excuses whatsoever. You don't have to be there physically, but for those of you who are in London time, do come along. Once you've signed up, don't worry, you're going to be emailed the address. It's it's for the enlightened ones. You know how we do. So that we're keeping it like that. Coco Brown is saying here, Jamaicans were always known by their nicknames. Yeah, it's that's very, very common. People are always very much like that. Yeah, Cloud Purple. This is true. Fireworks display between them both. Thank you very much, Vanessa, for your comments. Cloud Purple, explains your great boxing background and achievements, Israel. Yeah, well, yeah. I used to be a boxer, so.
Yeah, but see, 6 is a sports number.
Exactly.
It's a sports number.
Well, yeah. And it's relationship also as well. And boxing, it's the one-to-one. It's the dance.
Yeah.
So
So
that was very much how it is. We're going to be taking some examples. So Brother Lloyd is going to be doing some live demonstrations. So get your date of birth ready. Whoever's going to be first up, bring it up. Put your date of birth up in the chat, and we're going to be good to go. There may be a little bit of a delay for those of you who are watching on Instagram. Maybe I'm not too sure. but it just maybe a couple of seconds or something, but nothing major. I got a date of birth here already. So Tash is up in the building, 18th of January 1989.
She would be a Capricorn 9 person.
That's right.
She's born under the constellation of Capricorn. Right. She's born on the 18th. 1 + 8 is 9. Now, don't forget, each sign and each number is ruled by element. So I would say not only is she a Capricorn 9 person, but it means she's an earth sign with a fire number. And that means very pragmatic in her approach and yet fiery in carrying out her plans. And it tells me that, first of all, she's always been very independent, very direct in terms of dealing with people. And she's the kind of person that if you don't want the truth, this is not the kind of person you need to come and talk to. She gets along better with males than females. Her birthday suggests she tends to attract more men in uniform. So if she's dated or married a person like in the military or construction or law enforcement or something of that nature, or in fact, she herself may have pursued a career where she wore a uniform connected to military or whatever the case may be. Right. But she's a fighter. She's inspirational. And the compound number 18 is called the power of mediumship, the ability for her to go in and out of the visible and invisible world. And in fact, my friend, when I did your name, I thought it was this, but nonetheless, though, she's fiery. And then see, each number or date of birth has its own angel numbers. Her angel numbers are always the 9, the 8, and the 6 in that order. And once you know the angel numbers, each number is assigned to a day in the week. Thus, Tuesday is her best day, then Saturday, then Friday, and then each number is assigned to a part of the year. So if you talk to her, her best months would always be in January, April, and May, October, and November. So more than likely, her mom and dad could have been coming out of one of those months or born on a date that adds up to the 6th, the 8th, the 9th of the month, the 15th, 18th, 17th, 18th of the month, or the 24th, the 26th, or the 27th of the month. But she's a fighter. She doesn't take orders well.
She doesn't take, okay. We got one here, the 19th of August. I know you well. August the 19th, 1989. I'm switching it for the American style.
No, but I'm very used to it. So whenever I hear the date first, I know that evidently they're not from America. They're from other parts of the world.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the distinction. But this person would be a fire sign with a fire number. They would be a Leo 1 person and then see each number has its own sign. So the number 1 rules the sign of Leo. So this individual, his birth number is exactly where it should be. So it tells me this person by its very nature is forceful, dynamic, innovative, pioneering. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't go into their own business or have some positions of authority on a job, manager, supervisor, director, head of a department, things of that nature. If the birthday also tells me when they were young, they were old, and as they got older, life got get younger, especially.
Wow.
I know this person probably also wear glasses, and if it's a woman, probably because the left eye is more sensitive. If it's a man, because the right eye is a little bit more sensitive.
Wow. God damn. Oh, you heard that, Zuena? Listen, man, this guy is on fire.
Do you know this person?
I know. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, you're on the button. I'm telling you. I know her. That's amazing. That's amazing. I've got a date of birth here. Pretty. 16th of October, 1963.
She would be a Libra 7 person because she's born on the 16th. 1 + 6 is 7.
Right.
So the way I would describe her, she would be by element. See, she would be an air sign, but with a water number. Air meaning the reasoning, but yet the 7 would add sensitivity, added intuition or sense about things that she can't say, well, somebody told me, I just sense it. It tells me she's very sophisticated, very discreet, very discriminating. More than likely, people may have at some point in time accused her of being snooty or stuck up or who that she thinks she is.
Okay.
But her birthday is very just very private. That's the nature of a 7 person. They like to be their own best company or prefer, as I call it, stay under the radar. You know, some people need a lot of paparazzi and stuff like that.
Right, yeah.
That would not be her case. But it tells me she has a strongly marked individuality, which means she likes to think for herself And if you say, well, honey, I love you, be prepared for her to say why. And you better come up with a good answer. Now,
You heard that one, pretty.
her angel numbers will always be the 7, the 2, and the 6, which means her best days are always on a Monday and a Friday. And she would always do well in the months of March and May, July, and October.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. You're hearing it live here. We got the master astro-numerologist in town. He's doing a workshop on the 23rd. I'm going to be posting up the link in a moment. I'm going to be putting it also again on the screen for all of you guys to be able to copy so you can purchase your tickets. You can be anywhere in the world. It's going to be hybrid. It's also going to be live online also as well. So, but if you are in London, yeah, come down and meet the brother. Trust me, his energy is like no other. Let's take a few more. We got the 8th of January, 1963.
This is an earth sign with an earth number. They would be a Capricorn 8 person. Now, the number 8 governs the sign of Capricorn. So this number is exactly in its natural home. Right. And in fact, so this tells me this is a very serious-minded individual, very intense and dedicated to what they do. It also indicates they would have a very strong sense of ancestry in terms of family and elders and things of that nature. But 8 is also the business number, the executive number, the number of CEOs and CFOs and presidents and heads of businesses and enterprises and things like that. As they get older, their life gets better, although they have an opportunity to start new between 19 and 21, whether going to college or stepping out on their own. But at the same time, as they get older, their life gets better. And I've noticed with people under this particular birthday configuration, life gets better between their 33rd and 35th birthday. And once they get to that point, things just like shoot up like a meteor, you know?
Okay.
Their intention indicates they will have headaches at times or concerns with the knees, the teeth, or the bones.
Right. Okay. Oh, man. Yvette, you got it.
But the angel numbers are always the 8, the 6, and the 3. Their best days are always on a Saturday, a Thursday. Excuse me, Saturday, Friday, Thursday. And her best months would always be January, March, May, October, and December.
Whoa, there you go, Yvette. Don't say you didn't get your piece. Tiffany, we got the okay. Tiffany, I know you're from America, so what is it? So this is the 9th of February, 1983. 9th of February.
This person would be a air sign with a fire number. Right. So they would be an Aquarius 9 person. So air and fire stimulate each other. Aquarius is a masculine sign. 9 is a masculine number. And there used to be this comic here in Harlem named Mom's Mabley, the famous comic in her day. And her statement was the only thing a woman could do for her is bring her a man. Well, that's this lady that we're talking to. So she would get along much better with men. More than likely, she would attract men who have some assertive kind of energy, whether it's related to military, law enforcement, construction, machinist, toolist, or even a surgeon that deals with tools. She tends to be more accident prone than illness prone, things of that nature. And this particular year is important because 2025 is the year of the 9. She's born on the 9, yet it's paradoxical because she happens to be in a 2 or an 11 personal year, which is antagonistic to her 9. So the year is significant, but year is almost kind of contrary to her to some degree. And it tells me she needs to change her diet, be more focused on those things. And she's either trying to mend fences or separate fences or things like that, or making changes around the home or the workplace as well. And patience is required, which is normally not her strongest trait.
Oh, man. You heard that, Tiffany. The universe is giving you the message. I've got Hannah Marshall here. She's the 6th of July, 1982. 6th of July.
Okay, she is therefore a Cancer 6 person, which means she's a water sign, but with an earth number. Now, you and I know that whenever you grow any vegetables, any fruits, or any flowers, there's the 2 combinations you need to make that happen, which is a combination of earth, which you plant the rich soil, seeds in, and then you water it. So with her being a water sign and an earth number, I would describe her as a nurturing kind of woman. She would be very sensitive. She would have a very strong sense of right and wrong and justice. She would have a love of beauty, anything beautiful. So aesthetically, she may be beautiful or attractive, or she would be drawn to anything that relates to beauty and whatnot. And because 6 is an educational number, they tend to be a work in progress. That's like you. So they like to take courses, like you took my course on Udemy, for example.
Exactly.
So it ain't like, well, I'm an adult now, I'm out of school, I don't have to do nothing. Not 6s. They always are trying to evolve, always trying to move themselves to the next level through education, learning, YouTube, something where they get information, make themselves a better person. On the other side, she can be quite stubborn and controlling, but that's another issue. Her key numbers, though, her angel numbers are the 6, 2, and 7. Her best days are on a Friday and a Monday. And her best months are always in March, May, July, and October.
Oh, wow. We got another date of birth here. We got the 26th. This is for Mr. Wayne. 26th of November, 1975, or November.
He is a Sagittarius born the same day as, I'll think of it in a minute, but 26th of November. This person would be young and old at the same time. This person would be a fire sign with an earth number, which means very passionate in carrying out their plans, but yet it is tempered with a sense of practicality, a sense of common sense, a sense of kind of like, okay, let us keep both feet on the ground while we're doing this. This person is intense. This person will have the experience of attracting older relationships, younger relationships, relationships from different cultures, and even long distance relationships at the same time too. This particular person tend to be misunderstood, but as they evolve, they get better at the things they do, and they don't take orders well, which means they should at some point get in. Tina Turner is the birthday I was thinking of, a person born on November 26th. Okay, so so this person is always exhibited maturity beyond their age. So it may have been, is this a male or female?
This is a male.
Then that tells me or suggests to me, sir, that an older woman probably introduced him to Sex 101 when he was coming up as a kid.
Okay? Oh, wow. See what numbers do? They bring out your business, man. I'm telling you. You guys want to know about the numbers, and your business is out in the door.
Very intense, very dedicated, very much in that order. And their angel numbers are always the 8, 3, and 6. And their best days are always on a Saturday, a Thursday, and a Friday in that order. And they tend to do well around January, March, May, October, and the month of December, just going into their birthday month. And because of the intensity, it's just explained, they may have some concerns with headaches or the knees, teeth, or bones, especially more to the left side, of the right side of the body.
So, you okay to keep going?
Yeah,
okay, we go. We got Angela Love in the building. So August the 25th.
Okay, they are an earth sign with a water number. Okay, so earth means very pragmatic. Virgos are normally very analytical. In fact, the saying for the sign of Virgo, as you know, is I analyze, which is what they do best. Well, the number 7 numerically is the number that says I analyze. So whoever's dealing with this woman, believe me, they're going to always be asked questions from this person. So if the person, let's say she's married and the guy comes home and she says, honey, how was your day? And the guy just says, fine. Well, she want to know, like, fine, how? Did we get a raise? Did we get a promotion? Are we going on vacation or something? Her nature, by the sense she's a Virgo and the number 7, is always to go further down the rabbit hole to get to the bottom of things. The only thing I find about 7 women versus 7 men, the 7 women are often misread as being more stuck up or snooty, or they think they're better than me. But 7 people, whether it's a male but even more of a female, are normally very discreet. They normally don't like all their business in the streets, or even the best friend of this number 7 don't know everything about them. They know something about them, but they don't know everything about them. Very analytical, mind of their own, a little sarcastic if you rub them the wrong way too. But the way they operate, they like to question, they like to analyze. And whatever job or career or profession she's in, she's normally an expert. Very rarely will people challenge her by saying, are you sure? If she's in a position of authority, whatever that position is, she knows it inside and out. And because 7 is a literary number and Virgo is a literary sign, I would expect to find a lot of books, magazines, and newspapers if I walked into this person's home. Her key numbers are 7, 2, and 5, and Mondays and Wednesdays are her best days, and her best months normally take place around about the months of May, June, July, September, and October.
Wow. Yeah, I know this person, and a lot of what you said there is bang on the money.
Okay, good, good, good,
I tell
good,
you. Confirmation there, and she can confirm the rest. We
good.
got Sleeky Jojo, 28th of April.
A man somewhat of contradiction,
Right.
not so much in a bad way. His birthday suggested it's a male, right?
I think it's a female.
Female. Okay.
It's female.
Well, the 28 in numerology is called the divorce number, but not so much
Yes.
the divorce by marriage, but divorce or separation from the material gains they should have. One
Right.
of the challenges of a person born on the 28th, they're very honest with people, but people may not always be honest with them. So
Right.
she's going to have to be selective who she shares some of her most intimate matters with or secrets with or whatever the case is. She may say, well, don't tell so and so, and the other person can't wait to get out there and spread her business all over the place. Despite the
Right.
it also indicates that whoever she seeks counsel from, it should be the best. Well, I am one of the best on the planet to do what I do. Okay.
Right.
But if she goes to get a numerology reading and the person doing the reading fixed TV sets all day, that might be good for her cousin, but not good for
Right.
her. And she should never let people push a document under her nose and say, just sign right here.
Right.
But other than that, she's headstrong. She's very independent, very self-reliant. She has sensitive eyes, particularly her left eye. And it also indicates that she would do well in any capacity where she has some authority as a supervisor, president, head of a department. She would do well in law, medicine, science, real estate, banking, business in general. And I would say a little misunderstood. People will think she's cold, but you got to get to know her. And you got to appeal to the mental side of her nature. Her angel numbers are the 1, 4, and 9. Her best days are Sundays and Tuesdays. And she tends to do well better in the months of February, April, August, and November.
Thank you very much, brother. We're live here with the world's astro-numerologist, Brother Lloyd Strayhorn. He's going to be giving us a workshop over here in London. However, you can attend from anywhere in the world. It's going to be a hybrid event. I'm going to be posting the details shortly, but he's doing some live readings. We got him doing some live readings, some live demonstrations. I've got Christelle, the 23rd of February, 1986. 23rd
This
of
would
February.
this would be a Pisces 5 person, okay?
Right.
Because they are water sign, but with an air number, which means into their feelings. And Pisces is known as the psychic sign anyway, astrologically. Right. But then it's tempered with mental intellect, a mental curiosity about things, a sense of diversity and variety and dynamics in that sense. A sense, and with 5 people, I say the secret to holding on to them is to let them go. So, like I did your name, Israel, with it adds up to a 14-5.
Right.
It tells me whoever you settle down with has probably been the person that's giving you the most space.
Right.
They'll always clock you all the time, honey. Where you going? Why are you going? At first, it's cute. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got a cute wife. She's cute, all right. I'm blessed there.
She's
cute, all right.
But it indicates that she will always be blessed to know somebody who knows somebody, which is how she may have gotten her flat, gotten her car, got her job, met her mate, or whatever the case is. She always seems to be blessed in that way. And she is youthful in her looks, appearance, attitude, things of that nature. Very well liked wherever she goes. Everybody knows her. And she would do well in multifacets, from business to science to import, export, to stock exchange, literary field, etc., etc., etc. She will wear many, many hats. Believe me.
Yeah.
And
I know this person, and trust me, I'm always telling her I don't know how you do it, because she's doing like 10 different things.
Yeah, but she is being as true to herself as you and I have to be true to ourselves, numerically and astrologically speaking. See, so her key numbers are always the 5, the 3. The 5, the 6, and the 3. And her best days are always on a Wednesday, Friday, and Thursday in that order. And her best months tend to be around the months of March, May, and June, September, October, and December. Because each number rules a day, each number rules a date.
Exactly.
And in fact, For people in there on the UK, I would suggest that they download my app. I have an app, a mobile app for your
Oh,
phone.
you have them. Oh, well, here we
It's
go. We
called
got to
Star
download
8.
that. Yeah.
It's called ASTAR, the number 8. Think of a star in the heavens with the number 8 attached to it.
So
A star,
AS
ASTAR, the number 8. And you see a star
AST
8 by Lloyd Strayhorn.
AR and the number 8.
Yeah, so everybody should download it on their
A star. Okay.
Star 8.
So
Think of a star in the heavens.
there it is in the chat, people. I put it there in the chat. Yeah.
Download it on your phone. Many of the features are absolutely free. And then if you want all the bells and whistles, just a small little fee.
No problem.
No consequence.
Yeah,
and on the app, it tells everybody's lucky numbers.
No problem.
Challenging numbers, which I don't get into. Because normally I have to put emphasis on what numbers are best for them and
best.
Focus.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, just a few more. We got Olena. The 22nd of January.
Okay. Now this is a person that just started entering the phase of Aquarius. What's interesting, the master number 22 governs the master number sign of Aquarius. This person is exactly in the element of where they should be. So this number tells me whoever this individual is, male or female or whatever, I would consider them a genius in their own right. They're very different. They're very unconventional. They like to think outside the box. If everybody's doing something one way, they are not afraid or dare to do it a whole nother way. It almost seems as if they break the rules. But what happens is a master number 22 is just visionary. They just tend to be ahead of the curve, which is one of the reasons why master number 22 persons, whether any month they're born on, but particularly in the month of January the 22nd and August the 22nd, cannot share with everybody what their plans and intentions are, because there will be somebody secretly that'll be jealous of them, envious of them, or insecure with them. But they're very unconventional, but they're persons ahead of their time. So she's an air sign with an air number. So that means she's always in her head and like to think unique. And they always attract odd and unusual relationships too, where the mothers say, honey, where'd you find him at? The girlfriend says, what's that about? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Olena, you got to give us feedback on that one. let us know if brother's on point. He's always on point.
And deeply sensitive and misunderstood.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Let's go for Jeannie Outer Shell Alchemy. So she's got the 16th. Hold on. Yeah, 16th of April.
Okay, so she's a fire sign with a water number. Okay. So I would call her Aries 7 person. And so the Aries side brings out the passion, the assertiveness, the proactive approach to getting things done. Yet the 16-7 modifies it by making the person more laid back, more discreet, more discriminating, with a tendency to look before they leap, because Aries can be impulsive and they can leap before they look. But the 7 modifies it, where she will ask questions first. She'll go down the rabbit hole, and you can't say anything to her without asking, say, why do you say that? Because that's her goal. Always get to the bottom of why something happens. So I would say she's a very sophisticated lady, a mind of her own, a person that is yet passionate, yet very much about being kind of the lone independent person. Okay. Their key numbers are the 7, 2, and 6, and Mondays and Fridays are their best days.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's do a couple more. Don't want to tire you out.
Oh, no, I'm enjoying it.
I know you got that energy. Okay. Miss Infinity, we got the 7th of April. April the 7th.
That's almost saying like the same thing as April the 16th. Because 1 + 6.
Yeah, with the previous. That's right. That's right.
Except this person is born on the same day as famous singer Billie Holiday. That was her birthday.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It's April 7th. So that tells me that this person also would exhibit those qualities. The Aries being the cardinal sign representing spring, representing determination, where it represents a flowering of things. And yet the beautiful part about it is springtime always needs water, which is what April brings, April showers and whatnot, you know?
Right.
And so with this case, it tells me that this person is also has a mind of their own, love to go down the rabbit hole, begin, and all servants, as a rule, are normally seekers of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and always want to know not the fact that it happened, but why did it happen and what caused it to be happen. This person would make an excellent researcher, investigator, analyst, things of that nature, computer expert, whatever the case may be. And it tells me they've always been an old soul. So they may be biologically young, but emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, this is beyond their age. So if they feel comfortable with much older relationships or things of that nature, that would make perfect sense to me.
Oh, wonderful.
And their numbers are 7, 2, and 6, and Mondays and Fridays are the best days.
Thank you. We got another number here. We got Carmen. The 20th of March, 1964. 20th of March.
Okay. Water sign with a water number. That means deeply sensitive. It's normally number 2 people, because 2 plus 0 is 2. It indicates not only are they sensitive, they are artistic, they are romantic. I'd say with number 2 people, they need a hug twice a day, emotionally, psychologically, things like that. And the nature, you know what's funny about twos are very detailed and they like to collect things. So I would say with this person, she either likes to collect things or find it hard to throw things away. And I tell them to take their choice. But they're very perceptive, very psychic. They tend to do well or be very finicky about their eating habits, their dietary laws. And if you notice how the number 2 is written, it's shaped like the intestines of the stomach, which is why she would be very particular about her eating habits, dietary laws, or sensitivities with your reproductive organs or things like that. But this is a person you don't go to sleep with, because in a sense that you don't sleep them, you don't underestimate them, because Pisces is a psychic sign, 2 is a psychic number, and they always know. They don't know how they know, like, well, who told you? It's not like somebody whispered something in their ear or they read something. They just seem to pull their information from a higher source, which is the heavens. Okay. But their key numbers are the 2, 7, and 3. And by the way, 2 women love to dance. I'm willing to bet you this woman grew up with modern dance, ballet dance, African dance, some kind of dance was part of her background growing up as a young girl.
Okay.
But their numbers are the 2, 7, and 3. Mondays and Thursdays and Fridays are her best days. And she tends to do well during March, May, July, October, and the month of December as well.
Thank you very much. That's for you, Carmen. Then we got, is it Malesia Brown? So 26th of August. 26th of August.
Okay. An earth sign with an earth number, which means, because Virgo is earth, 26 is 8, and that's an earth number. So this person is pragmatic all around, especially in the world of business, analysis, things of that nature. They know how to assess things in terms of value, in terms of anything that relates to the material plane. They will also have a very strong ancestral connection, respect for the elders, things like that, whatever the case is. And 8s are very, very philosophical. Yet the irony is, of all the numbers, the number 8 and the number 4, the 2 numbers that tend to be misunderstood first. So I would tell an 8 person, whether they're the 8th, the 17th, 1 plus 7 is 8, or the 26th, that the motto should be, to know me is to love me. That's what you do well. And as they get older, their life gets better too. And because 8s are very intense, they may tend to be misunderstood, because 8s are misinterpreted as being cold or distant, lacking in feelings and affections, because they're ruled by the planet Saturn, which is the winter planet. And so that's why I'm saying, once you know these numbers, and once you know the planet, you can describe the nature of the number, the nature of the sign, and have a good sense of it. Their key numbers are always the 8, 6, and 5, and their best days are always on a Saturday, a Friday, and a Wednesday. And their best months are always in January, followed by May and June, September, and October.
Wow. Oh, listen, you're listening to the one and only world-renowned astro-numerologist Lloyd Strayhorn. He's going to be coming over here to London, UK. He's going to be giving us a workshop. I'm actually going to put that link also in the chat. For those of you on YouTube, should be able to get it. I'll also print it actually on here on the screen, so you guys will be able to. Let me see. Where did I put it? I put it somewhere. There we go. You got it there on the screen, guys. So you can copy that on the screen. That is the link. If you want to attend the Brothers Workshop, he's going to be giving a workshop on the 23rd of August right here in London, UK. All the details are there on that link. And once you've purchased, they're going to send you the address where it is. So, yeah. Shout out to also Vanessa and Corey. Interconnectedness. They're the ones putting it over together. They're the one bringing Brother Lloyd over for the first time in the UK.
Yes, it is I've traveled to China, to Egypt, to India.
Wow.
I've never had the privilege of traveling to the UK in any form. And I understand the energy in London is awesome. So it's nice for people if they can watch it by live stream. I want as many people in the house at this event as possible. I'd like to feel their energy, get to know them, shake their hands, let them ask me questions or whatever the case is.
Right. No, that's going to be wonderful. That's going to be wonderful.
The more people in person, I would rather see, as they say here, their face in the place.
Yes. Okay. Listen. You okay to continue, brother?
I'm fine.
We're going. Okay. We got Amy. We got the 30th of July. 30th of July.
Very ambitious. I can tell you that. If you're dealing with Amy, you better have something on the ball. She doesn't do bums.
Right.
That's her. She's a fire sign with a fire number. So that means she's more career oriented and domestic oriented. Yes, she wouldn't mind being married or maybe having a child or two. It ain't about having a whole lot of babies up in there, but she also want to make something of herself. Right. And she's always been, and here's the irony. She was old when she was young, and she's gotten younger as she's gotten older. Life has played one of those interesting reversals on her. She tends to attract men from different cultures, things like that. She'll find that wherever she's traveled at on this planet, the one thing she's never had is a problem with the locals. But she's ambitious, creative, imaginative, expressive, very popular, very well liked, and an organic flirt too.
Right.
It's just natural. She don't even know she's flirting. And she's always got something to say. And the one thing about her birthday is this, and being a Leo. If you tell her you cannot do this, you cannot do that, and you be a failure, you're going to be a failure, she will prove you wrong. Trust me. And if she looked at some of the things she's accomplished up until this point, it's probably because somebody said, girl, you can't do this, or you'll never do that. And she says, well, you watch what this sister's going to do, okay?
There you go, Amy. That's for you. I got another one here. Lexi. We got the 13th of July.
Love to be different. Very unconventional, or old soul out the gate, okay?
Oh.
Tend to be misunderstood. But yet this person is very sensitive. They're high strung. They're easy wounded in their feelings, but they prefer to be their own best company. Now, I mean, if they must be out and about, fine. But when they come home and lock up, the only person that can come to their flat is Amazon or FedEx or whatever they drop off a package and just leave. Okay, it ain't about like, girl, I saw the light on. I think I come and hang it. No.
Don't come over.
She ain't doing that. She's not doing that. And of all the people we read today, she has 4 numbers. Her numbers,
wow, really?
1 and 2 and 7. About 95% of people only have 3 numbers. She's the first one that's called in with 4 numbers. Her numbers are the 4, 1, 2, and 7. And therefore, her best days are always on Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday. And she would always do well in the months of February, June, July, and August, and in a minor way, September.
Wow.
Very sensitive, though, but a genius in their own way, just unconventional.
Yeah, she is sensitive. She's a sensitive soul for sure. I know her too.
You know this person?
Oh yeah, I know her too. Yeah, brilliant sister. Yeah, and she is definitely very unique, like you said. She knows how
that's the thing.
Yeah, she knows how to stand out. She's very unique. Okay, let's continue. We got Sister Aura in the building. 21st of March, 1969.
This is the very first stages of Aries or springtime. So it's a fire sign, and 2 + 1 is 3 is a fire number. So fire simply means people who are normally, as a rule, career oriented. They're more proactive about getting things done. They don't sit around waiting. Their pity parties don't last long. They snap out of it and do what they got to do. They normally rise to the occasion. The birthday indicates if this person has any authority, which her birthday suggests she does, she can appear to be dictatorial at the workplace only because her attitude is, I do my job, you do your job. But if I got to do my job and your job, we got problems around here. So everybody knows.
Right.
And this year she's in a spiritual cycle, because what I did was I took April the 21st and added to 2025. That tells me she's in a 7 personal year. So this year governs her law of attraction. So she shouldn't chase after anything, but rather think about what she wants and let it be drawn to her. So it's about visualization. You know how people have these, as I call them, these vision boards where they put on the boards dollar signs or yachts and cars and jewelry. They says, well, hers should be on the mental screen of her mind. And whatever she imagined, hold on to it. And then, as the elders would say, you let go and let God.
Let go. Wow.
That's how.
Wonderful. We got Lloyd Strayhorn in the building right here on the Lunar Lounge live show. He's giving us his wonderful expertise and wonderful insights, knowledge on numerology. Just doing a few, just like nice live demonstrations. I've got another date here. Fane, this is the 26th of April.
Okay, and after you do that, I have a question I want to ask you.
No problem.
But for this person, they are a Taurus 8 person.
Right.
Okay, because they're born on the 26th under the constellation of late April, which begins the sign of Taurus. Yeah. So with them being a earth sign with an earth number, it tells me they're all about the business of business. Financially, materially, whatever the case is, they would do well in the world of real estate, banking, law, investment, working for the government, managing. They would do well in education. If they were in education, I would expect them to be the headmaster of the school, the principal, whatever the case is. If they're in real estate or business, I would expect them to be the president, vice president, or something that shows a sense of authority and maturity. It does tells me that the first part of their life was very rough, very maybe without much material things or access, and they had to make do with what was happening in their environment. But as they got older, they got a sense of self and coming into their own. So this is a very powerful combination, but it takes a while for people to really understand them. So I'd say they know people, but they have very few friends. And so people think because you got to have a lot of friends. No, sometimes the more friends you got, the worse it is.
Yes, it is. Yeah, that's true.
So this person, she likes work. And so what few friends they have probably won them over. And with her birthday, it's not easy with an 8 and a 4 because people tend to misread them. So what friends she's got are friends that she's been knowing since elementary school, since back in the day moments or things like that. But although she would appear to be cold or distant, this person is actually very warm, very loyal, very faithful, and you can depend on them, especially since 8 is the number of fate or destiny. This will explain she may have thought she was going to do this, but if fate or destiny happens, she does that. She may have she would have gotten together with this person, but as fate or destiny happens, she winds up getting with another person too. So it seems like things are out of her control, but she's loyal, she's warm, she's faithful. But there's a side of her you got to get to know. She doesn't have what is called an open door policy. You're all going to get in my business. No, she don't do that.
Yes. So what was the question you had for me?
The question is, how did you come up with the unique name, the Lunar Lounge?
Very good question. The Lunar Lounge, it just came. I was just, obviously, when I was starting the podcast, I was thinking, what of a name to think of it? And what it is in my birth chart is I have a very strong moon. And I always connect with the moon a lot. So I thought, let me build something around moon, lunar, so it was going to be like the moon podcast or the, that kind of thing. And I thought, okay, Lunar Lounge. Okay.
I like that. That name is so cool.
Because I got the moon in Taurus. So I'm like, okay, Taurus likes the lounge. It likes its comfort. So I thought the Lunar Lounge sounds appropriate. And
what's interesting, the 6 rules the sign of Taurus.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So that was that was another plug-in too.
And a Jupiter-Venus kind of situation in the heavens. Yeah. This should be a very couple of important days for you, my friend.
Yeah, definitely. Well, this is one of them. This is the big one, so this is one of them. Oh man, Listen, we got Lloyd Strayhorn in the building, people. He's going to be giving a wonderful workshop on the 23rd of August right here in London. It's going to be a hybrid event. So you can connect from anywhere in the world. Make sure you get your tickets. That is the link there on the screen. I've also put it there in the chat for those of you. I've posted it again a few times. So if you want to get your tickets, go and support this event. It's his first time in London, UK. So listen, this brother has been doing astronumerology for 45 years. We've been seeing some of your date of births that he's been doing here. Some of you ain't even 45 years old. We've been seeing so it is what it is. We're going to be doing a few more, and then we're going to be looking to wrap it up. We'll do a few more. I think we'll do about maybe four more.
Okay.
I'll keep it at four. I'll keep it at four more, and then we're locking it off. So we got Mary, first one, 26th of August. So her birthday's coming up.
That's interesting. Mary, the 26th of August. We had another person earlier that was born on that day, August 26th. But what it tells me about Mary's name, the name Mary adds up to 17, and 1 + 7 is 8 under the Chaldean system, which means one of her parents was either a Capricorn, Aquarius, or Libra, or born on the 4th, the 8th, the 13th, the 17th, the 22nd, the 26th, or the 31st of the month. And it also tells me that Mary, along with her birthday, indicates she's been, through no fault of her own, more a tendency to be misunderstood and misread. It tells me she doesn't need a lot of friends to be happy, but it tells me whoever she is to, whether it's a job or relationship or whatever the case is or mate is, she's very loyal, she's very consistent, she's very businesslike, and she's intense. That whenever she does a deep dive, it almost like she gets tunnel vision. You got to snap her out of it and whatnot. And I would say that she has matured, as she's always been old as a youngster, but only when she reached that 33 to 35 threshold that she really started finding her way in the world to do some things she needs to do for herself. Her numbers are the 8, the 6, and the 5, and her best days are always on a Saturday, a Friday, and a Wednesday.
There you go, Mary. Next in line, we got Shalina Nicholas. So this is the 28th of June.
Okay, this is a Cancer person.
Right.
So this is a Cancer 1 person, which means there'd be a water sign with a fire number, which sounds kind of contradictory. But the water sign means that the person who is intuitive about things and got this inner knowing, but she's got that one that modifies it, which means she's more inclined to follow through on her actions, follow through on her intuitions, follow through on her feelings about things of that nature. Her birthday suggests she wears sensitive eyes, or has sensitive eyes, or interesting looking eyes. And therefore, if she wears glasses, it wouldn't surprise me, since the left eye is likely to be more sensitive to bright sunlight than the right eye. Also, and it's interesting because each number moves health. And the number 1 rules high blood pressure, heart palpitations, and her lower back. So it all depends on her age, how well she's taking care of herself, or whatever the case is. But she's also known to be a very honest and a very direct kind of Cancer. A person that don't mend fences and trying to play favorites or get validation. She tends to be very direct and honest. And so what you see is what you get. But for those, and the way to love her is to love her mentally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yes, Cancers are affectionate by nature, but she is more of an intellectual or mentally oriented Cancer, which you'll see if she downloads my app, a star 8. She'll
there we go.
Yeah.
A star 8. Make sure you get that app.
And she's the second person to have 4 numbers. Her numbers are the 1, 4, 2, and 7. Where the other person born on July 13th, their numbers was the 4, 1, 2, and 7. So these are the only 2 numbers that you called up that has 4 numbers. Everybody else
4 numbers.
Wow.
3. Wow. Okay, quickly. I think we got 2 more. I might squeeze in a third, but 2 more. We got Lakusha Dolls. So 16th of June. It's a male.
Yes. This is a person. This guy is very sophisticated, very analytical, and they should get into writing, research, analysis, investigation. They would do well in the world of detective, going down the rabbit hole looking for answers. They would make excellent writers, by the way. Or whatever their passion is, I would suggest they write. They're very kind of laid back, but they're very powerful. Sometimes the most powerful people don't make a lot of noise. They don't have to kind of show off. He would be, I would call the strong, silent type. Always a mind of his own. Always like to investigate things. Probably like to read a lot of sci-fi movies, especially books which is detective interest and things like that, and figure out. Now here in this country, they have like it's called forensic files, where they go down the rabbit hole, law of order, where they're trying to figure out stuff crime-wise and whatever. He would enjoy that very, very much. And this particular year, since he is June the 16th, which is Tupac's birthday, the rapper.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I thought I knew somebody born on that day. Yeah.
Yeah. So this year he happens to be in a 4-person year, which means he's getting his house in order. He's getting his act together.
Oh, wow.
So next year he can look forward to some dynamic changes that takes place as early as October.
Wonderful.
Very
wonderful.
Very.
There you go, Lakushi dolls. And then I'm going to squeeze in a quick 2. I got Rasha here. October the 13th, 1977.
Very different, very unconventional. Sometimes almost appear to be a conflict with themselves, but they've got a way where they want to share, and yet they got a way where they want to be private at the same time. And so it's just knowing when to. They happen to be, since they are October the 13th, happen to be in a 5-personal year. I took the month to day, added it to this year, 2025. So they're at the midway point in the 9-year cycle. So that means this is a turning point, whether it's about turning points in relationships, turning points in the health, or whatever the case is, but to make themselves better. There's going to be a lot of opportunities and possibilities they need to take advantage of. This is not a stay-at-home cycle that they're in, although 4s like to be homebody because they're born on the 13th. 1 + 3 is 4. But if this person can force themselves to go out more, they'll find they can reach some opportunities they may have otherwise missed had they just stayed in the house all the time. They're very sensitive too, but their key numbers are the 4, 1, and 5, and their best days are always on a Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday.
There you go. And I've got Mr. Akin. Mr. Akin, I should pronounce your name correctly. Fellow Nigerian brother like myself. There's May the 6th.
He would be similar to you. Do you know this?
Yeah.
Because he's May 6th, which means he's ruled by Venus, and the number 6 rules Venus, and you are a Libra 6, and Libra's ruled by Venus, and your number 6 rule. So you guys are like, I would say y'all would be like partners in crime, kindred spirits, brothers in the spirit of things, and very much y'all are talking to each other. Y'all have a lot of love and respect for each other. A lot of respect in terms of always growing and evolving. All of y'all got great taste. Yeah. Whether it's a car, whether it's a home, whether it's clothing, you guys try to put the best y'all can. Whatever you do, that's how it is. 6 is the luxury number. Okay,
luxury. That's right. It's Venus.
half the things they want, they can't afford, but they want.
Yeah.
Hey, most definitely.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And I wanna squeeze in a few more. Listen, I'm doing the film. So Abdul, I'm gonna do Abdul Ogunberu, and then that's it. So Abdul is 15th of July. 15th of July.
Another 6. Another 6. 1 + 5 is 6. Right. So they too would like nice things. But because they are a water sign with an earth number, they would do well in some form of the arts, like art, painting, designing. But 6s tend to do well in 3 areas, as I explained. One of them is always in the arts: painting, acting, theater, dance, musicianship. The second area is the world of business: banking, real estate, law, government, or working for the government. Right. But ultimately with 6 people, that includes you and your May 6 friend too.
Right. Yeah.
It's always about service. Service to the community, service to humanity, service to the world.
Exactly.
That's why they wind up being mentors and coaches.
Yeah.
And whatever. That's what they do well. That's their job. Definitely. That's their mission.
Definitely.
Okay? Yeah.
And we got one more here, Ogunberu. So we got the 16th of November.
A water sign with a water number. That means they like to stay underneath the radar. They are the strong, silent type. They have a mind of their own. They're very analytical, very independent, very individualistic in the sense of how they like to think. They like to think for themselves. They don't care what you and I say, is what matters to them that counts more than anything. Very private. They tend to be persons of few words, but when they speak with a sense of experience, a sense of expertise, a sense of an inner knowledge about things. And this person has very strange dreams too, strange or prophetic dreams. They may notice this, where they wake up and say, "What was that about?" Their key numbers are the 7, 2, and 6, and Mondays and Fridays are their best days.
Right. Wonderful.
I want to see everybody physically. It's not.
Listen, yeah.
I want everybody to come and meet me at Connectiveness. That's what I want them. So click on that.
That's what it's all about.
Cloudpurple.co.
Exactly.
Internet.
There it is there on your screens, people. Please take down the link. I've also posted it numerous times in the box there for those of you on YouTube. I'll also post it there also as well for you guys on the Instagram as well. So you guys can have it. That's it there. Make sure you take that link. You can connect from anywhere in the world. It's a hybrid, but if you are in London, do come down. If you purchase the tickets, all the details will be sent to you where it is. Again, it's only for the people who are coming.
I want to physically see and shake hands.
Listen, and also, guys, what this brother has shared with you, this wonderful knowledge he shared with you, he's just scratching the surface. Numerology, as you know, numbers go on forever, infinity. They go on and on. They tell you, they reveal who you are on that soul level, on that spiritual level, what you're here to do, what is your purpose, right? It gives your life meaning, right? You're feeling lost, lack of clarity, you don't know what's going. Numbers is the key. As brother said earlier on, you need numbers. Without numbers, nothing works. Right. You live at a number, door, like number, everything's numbers. Your car plate, your registration number, your house, everything's numbers. See, everything is numbers. All what you're listening to this on right now, your devices, is all governed by numbers, right?
And by the way, before I finish, let me tell you about your numbers.
Right.
You are an air sign with an earth number. The sense of logic and yet a sense of practicality added to that substance. The difference of your friend born on the other side of Venus, which is May 6th, he's an earth sign with an earth number. So he's sometimes he is set in his ways when he's
right.
you have more fluidity because let us use some logic up in here, okay?
Right.
That's where the difference comes in. So your key numbers are always the 6, 3, and 9. Those are always your numbers, and your best days are always Friday, a Thursday, which happens to be today, and a day. Okay. 6 rules: sinuses, the allergies, the nose, the throat, the upper part of the lungs, heart palpitations, irregular blood circulation. But the best medicine for number 6 is compliments of Mother Nature, sunlight, fresh air, a little activity, walking around the neighborhood, or whatever the case is. That does them more than any medication that can be prescribed to them.
Wow.
It also indicates you happen to be in a 7 personal year, which means don't chase after what you want. Simply think about what you want and let go and let God. So let's say you're walking around all this year saying, okay, Israel, I don't have no money. Well, the source will make sure you don't have a penny by the end of the year. Prosperity, what you want, a new car, what you want, a better flat or what you want, whatever it is you want. You see it in your mind, hold on to that image, and then you let go and let the magnetism of the law of attraction. That's the cycle you're in this year, the law of attraction.
Right.
Whatever you're thinking, that's what you draw to you.
That's it.
Think success.
Bringing it all in.
Yeah.
What a way to end.
Yeah.
People, ladies and gents, we got the great Lloyd Strayhorn in the building, the top astronumerologist on planet Earth. Yeah, I say it, on planet Earth. Brother's been doing this for 45 years. I'm telling you, man. He's been doing this for 45 years. People, he's giving a workshop event on the 23rd of August. 23rd of August. The link there I've posted. That's it there also on your screens. Make sure you support this event. You can connect
Please
from
do.
anywhere in the world.
Please do.
You don't have to be in London, but if you want to meet the brother physically, you want to come to the physical event, do come down on the 23rd.
And everybody in London, I would like to see them. I want
yeah.
to
Oh, come on. We got to. Yeah, I'm telling you, we're gonna be turning up there in the hundreds. Get your tickets, people. Get your tickets. That's the link right there. It's there on your screen. I've posted it numerous times there in the comment section. I'm gonna keep on posting it until the end of this show, which we are coming to. Brother, one last thing just before you go.
Also, make sure they download my app.
Yeah, your app. That's right.
Download the app on your phone. There's a lot. Many of it is free. It's ASTAR. Think of A star with the number 8. Star 8.
Right, exactly.
Download it on their phone.
ASTAR with the number 8. I'm putting it there in the chat again.
Thank you.
So go get the app. Download the app, guys. Right? A star. Make sure you download the app. Let me put it there again. In the chat, A star with an 8 on the end.
Yep.
Right? Yep. Go get it. Download it. We've all got iPhones now. I think it's available on both Android and iPhone.
And Apple. Yes.
Okay, Apple. So there we go. No excuse. Get it. Download it. Brother is coming to London, UK to give a live event. But however, wherever you are in the world, you can attend also as well. It's going to be a hybrid event, and I'm telling you, it's not to be missed. Brother's going to be giving a 3-hour. You're going to be going in depth. This guy is going to really fun. He's going to open up your soul to let the universal light in. I kid you not. So go get it. That's it. There's the link right there in the chat. Brother, I really want to thank you. I cannot wait for you.
I want to meet you, brother.
No, listen, man. You're going to get the biggest hug. You're going to get the biggest hug. Cancer-rising hug.
No question.
Listen, it's a great pleasure to have you here on the Lunar Lounge.
And
by the way, just to let you know, you're my first guest. You've been the first guest. I'm being dead serious. You're the first one. Ain't there been nobody live with me on there? You are the first one.
Thank you. I'm extremely honored.
It's been wonderful. So yeah, people are already confirming they're downloading it. Downloaded. Great.
Yeah.
Now just make sure you get that link. Make sure you book your ticket. 23rd. Listen.
Anybody who lives in London.
Right. Yeah.
I want to see you.
See you, right? If you're not in London, again, you can still purchase. It's going to be a hybrid. You're going to be able to see everything live, hear everything live. I take it the event's also going to be recorded, right? So they probably get access.
I just want to meet people face
to face. Yeah, no problem.
That's what I want to do.
And also, I want to thank Vanessa and Corey as well. I know you're listening. I know you're here. Thank you very much. Interconnectedness, and that's what you are doing. Cloud Purple, thank you. You guys are the best.
I think
what a year.
I'm coming to London. I've never been.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Vanessa and Corey, they made it a reality, and in fact, it'll be a week from today. I leave to come there to see you.
See, right? Exactly.
I can't wait.
Yeah, Lex is saying many more guests to come. Yes, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be a hard act to follow. Following this, brother, it's going to be a hard act to follow. Listen, thank you very much once again, Lloyd. I look forward to seeing you on the 23rd. People, go download the app, get the links. Yes, thank you very, very much. And I'll be with you guys again, Lunar Lounge podcast every Wednesday, 12:30 UK time. I'll be back again next week. Again, plugging the show again. So for those of you who missed it, you're going to be listening to the recording. Make sure you catch us, man.
Hold it. And anytime you'd like to have me back, it's an open invitation.
Oh, man. Listen, say no more. We got you on record, brother. Listen, thank you very much. Thank you much, everybody. Thank you much for your support, for your comments. I really, please book the tickets, guys. Get in there.
And anybody who's joined us, I honor you and I appreciate the fact that you helped make this a great interview. I really enjoyed Israel. Please, please
thank you, brother. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. You know, there we go. Listen, brother, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you very much for your time and your energy. Thank you, everybody. Vanessa, Corey, thank you once again. And I'll see you soon, brother. Safe journey coming. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, man.
People, you've been listening to the Lunar Lounge. My name is Israel Josie. I've been joined with the great Lloyd Strayhorn, who's going to be with us on the 23rd, giving us a workshop. And on that note, I am out. Thank you very much for your comments, people. You know how it is here on the Lunar Lounge. You know what happens when you hear that.
To the Lunar Lounge.
People, thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you guys on the 23rd, whether it's on hybrid, whether it's physical. I look forward to seeing all of you guys down there. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Instagram, Facebook, wherever you are logging in from, thank you so much, guys. Sorry we couldn't get through all of the dates of birth. I do apologize. There was so much. But thank you very, very much. I really, really appreciate it. My name is Israel Josie. You've been listening to the Lunar Lounge with myself and Lloyd Strayhorn. People, have a great week. My name is Israel Josie, Lunar Lounge Podcast, and I'm out.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.